If you want to know what's broken in your business, go to the front line. Talk to those people who work in it every single day. In this lesson, we're going to explore why it's not just a good idea, why it's essential for engaging the frontline employees for uncovering real problems, driving employee engagement, and getting sustainable solutions in place. Leaders often fall under the pressure of having to come up with the solutions because they think that's their role as a leader. But the truth is, the best insights and best solutions come from those who are closest to the work, the frontline employees who are working the process. You see, they see the breakdown, they see the inefficiencies, they see the workarounds, and they often know exactly what needs to change. But too often, they're left out of the conversation and just not heard. I remember walking into one client's place where they had sticky notes on the monitors for when the system said they had stock, but they couldn't find it. And those items were not available or just couldn't be found. The notes offered suggestions on what you could do. Offer a different product. One note even suggested that customers go to the competition. Imagine that. I want you to think about that for a second. A customer searches online, finds your product, they determine based on your online inventory that you have it, they make the trip to your store or to your location, you look it up, you should have it, but you can't find it. So what do? You suggest another product, or even worse, you suggest a competitor who might have it. You see, these workarounds and these ideas weren't just temporary fixes. They had become permanent solutions. I spoke to one employee and I asked how long it had been there, and he said for as long as he had worked there, which had been 3 years, these notes were posted. Imagine that. Imagine the lost productivity. It turned out that this problem of unresolved stock reconciliation had been in the making for years. Years of missed opportunities to improve. Years of accumulated hidden costs to the company. Imagine the amount of lost revenue, or worse, the repeat business because you sent your customers to a competitor. You see, engaging the front line means more than just asking for their feedback. It means listening to them. It means validating and involving them in the problem-solving process. It means creating a culture where it's okay to tell you when things aren't working the way they should, and that their voices are valued and heard. When you do this, something powerful happens. Employees start to feel ownership. They become invested in the solutions and the implementation of those solutions. They feel okay identifying when things aren't working the way they should. And the changes you make and you implement are much more likely to stick because they helped create them. This week, start a conversation with somebody from the front line, somebody that you've never met before. Go over, introduce yourself, and talk to them. Ask them what's not working for them and what would they do if they could change it. I've got a few questions I'm going to give you here that you can use as a bit of a guide. So ask them, what is your biggest frustration in your work or the workflow? What workarounds have you seen around here and why are they in place? If you could fix just one thing, what would that be and what issue is it causing? And if you haven't thought of it before, potentially consider starting a frontline insights log. Just a sheet or a note on your computer or on a notebook when you're going on these little walkarounds. They go to the Gembas. Review it monthly. Capture thoughts and ideas from the front line. Look and listen for opportunities for improvement. Because when you engage those closest to the work, you don't just solve problems. You start to build a culture of trust, ownership, and continuous improvement. If you got value out of this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, add a comment because I'm always open to hear them and I will answer every comment. And be sure to check out other videos on this channel and subscribe so you don't miss a single lesson in this free CI Leaders course. Thanks for watching.